committee. And he's a former ambassador of Parliament of World Religion. I met him through Facebook, but physically I met him at the last Parliament, which happened in Toronto in 2018. Reverend Kathleen was there and some other people were there. And additionally, he organized few of our programs with his leadership in Kerala. There was a beautiful few events happened, and he reintroduced me to their ashram. I go there, be part of their programs, and some of their monks and other leading officials are partnering with us the last few years. So we have a solid relationship, and I know his master. He's a disciple of Navajyoti Sri Karnagara Guru, and is the person belonged to my grandmaster Sri Narayana Guru, because I got that lineage through my grandparents, and my uncle Guru Niti Adineti, he was a disciple of Nadaraja Guru, and Nadaraja Guru was a strong disciple of Sri Narayana Guru, a social reformer. Without delay, I like to invite Sri Shashikumar SANTHANAN. Sir, floor is for you.
Om Sri Karunagara Guru Parabrahmane Namah. Om Sri Karunagara Guru Satyapradaya Namah. Om Sri Karunagara Guru Adiva Satyaprakashaya Namah. Om Sri Karunagara Guru Adiva Satyaprakashaya Namah. Om Sri Karunagara Guru Adiva Satyaprakashaya Namah. Thank you, His Holiness Dilip Maharaj, for affording me this kind and divine opportunity, and for all other leading all other guests and leaders. This is Shashikumar SANTHANAN from Kerala, and my humble greetings and prayers to all for the well-being and the togetherness of the humanity. The interfaith festivals, as you can see, celebrations and dialogues, always help to understand the essence of the different religions of or faith groups. And this movement was started very long back, but I think that we are yet to reach or receive the desired results. Anyhow, I congratulate World Yoga Community and His Holiness Dilip Maharaj for organizing such wonderful events and satsangas despite adverse circumstances. And I pray to the God Almighty to give him more strength and long life to carry on with his mission. And today it is really amazing to see a lot of young participants in this meet. So I'm sure that they will work for the unity of the humanity and internalize and spread the essence of the teaching of the spiritual, their respective spiritual masters or their school of thoughts. So my thoughts or my memory goes back to years back, that the history of crusades. Hope many of you are aware of the history of the crusades, which is flashing in mind because now there is no direct conflict or direct wars between communities and faiths, but this clash or this war is still in our mind, and we use the neo platforms, high-tech platform to conduct these conflicts or war intact. And unlike earlier times, this is now it is in a very, very dangerous manner it is happening, but there is no direct fighting, but people are always engulfed into their own faiths and their own ideas. People are very, very less to open up and to understand the doctrine and the ideology of others. So it is just like knowing the fact and we are not doing anything. We know, see, we are the origin source, the origin source of all of our beliefs are the same. our souls are originated from a very safe place, and but still we are not capable to understand or act accordingly. This is because it is our soul is not having that knowledge. So if your soul is not having the knowledge of the truth, it is very difficult to practice. You can preach, you can say, you can make speeches and presentations that we should love to each other. We are all belongs to one Father, this and that. But unless your soul is internalized, or your soul is not having the quality, it is very difficult to put into practice. So why it is happening? I'm just looking into the facts, what are preventing our souls to understand and perform this truth, that our souls are, every souls are accumulated some karma gari, accumulated some quality through our karmas we performed during our past births. So means as we perform the karma, there can be good karma or bad karma. Karma means action. Yeah, I just want to give a small example. It's a shop seller who is selling a good quality rice and bad quality rice. And what he did one day, he labeled the bad quality or the second grade rice as a first grade rice, and he was selling it. So he sold it to priestess, he sold it to pregnant ladies, he sold to students, he told to so many other peoples in the society, or from these people from different parts of the society. At the end of the day, what he accumulated a lot of money. In fact, he was not deserving that, because he was selling the second quality rice, labeling it as a first quality. So he has received a lot of money. That was the result of his karma he performed on that day. But there are, while performing any action, there are two karmas or two results are happening or coming. One is tangible and other is intangible. So in this particular action, the shopkeeper have earned a lot of money. That is the result of the tangible result of his action. What was the other intangible result? Throughout the day, he was cheating the people, selling the second quality rice as a first quality. So the intangible result is cheating. That is the result of cheating, or this he is not able to refuse. The money he was receiving is that is a tangible result of his action. One is able to refuse it, but the intangible result of your action, that we cannot refuse it. So like this way, we are acquiring our soul is acquiring certain qualities according to the karma we are performing. So over the years, so many of us know the name of our grandparents, many of them know. But just may I ask that how many of us are able to recollect the names of our grandparents and great grandfathers and great forefathers? No. But still we are in the lineage of our great ancestors, and we are carrying their DNA quality. So the DNA quality, how we are getting, that is because of the action we are performing, and through the result of the action, our soul is getting some quality, and this quality is transcending to our generation as a DNA factor. So in order to see, unless we are not able to cleanse our ancestors' souls and our own souls, we may not be able to get a good offsprings. So for this, many of us very particular about to have a good pedigree dogs, and we are very particular, very interested to have a high grade seeds to sow for getting good result or good harvest. And but unfortunately, we are not interested, or we are not taught to have, means how to have a good offsprings or high pedigree offsprings. So for that, there should be a mechanism to cleanse our ancestors' souls and cleanse our own souls. And the another step is that we should give birth to such purified souls, to qualified parents. So there should be, first thing is to, means we need a mechanism, we need a science which may able to cleanse the ancestral lineage. Then we should have another step, that is to cleanse our existing souls or living people's souls. Then we have to give birth to the ancestors' souls. It is already cleansed, and we should give birth to qualified children or offsprings. See, if we are this process, it is very easy to speak or easy to explain, but it is very difficult to practice. And as you know, there is no mechanism presently known in this world to cleansing someone's DNA. But I was fortunate enough to have such a superior soul, or a fully realized master, that is none other than my spiritual master, Navajyoti Sri Karnaguru, who has performed this cleansing process from 1973 onwards.
With only one line, I'll give you $100. Oh, okay, ready?
Hello.
Yeah, please continue.
So, and we have, means more than 35,000 families who undergone this process, and not only the people who is directly associated with the master, but globally through subtle flame, Guru has performed this cleansing process. And from 1973 onwards, people, the children born in the different parts of the world is having this knowledge, and they will live accordingly, and they spread the love and faith, and they will work in unison to have a universal brotherhood. So this is the message I just want to share. But and also my request is that beside conducting these festivals and meetings and that sort of gatherings, we should have a very, very important idea to how we can have a qualified offsprings, and who may able to guide the whole humanity and guide the whole world to universal brotherhood. So this is the small message I want to share in this great occasion. And thank you everybody for listening. And thank you, His Holiness Guruji Dilip Kumar sir, Sadhguru sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Sri Shashimarji, joining us and bringing this a very important point from the spiritual philosophy. Because I remember when I was with my teacher from Siddha tradition, they always talk about this. In Ayurveda also they mention, even in the homeopathy, they have this idea, which is true in nature. So it's a lot of time people, we cannot tell people if they don't believe it, because it's not easy to see. It takes decades to understand what is it. So let us see, we do our work within our limitations. We cannot give up. So I like to thank Sri Shashikumarji and the entire community of the Shantigiri Ashram. Please convey my regards to everyone. Thank you. Now I like to invite my friend, that is Swami Bala Gopalji.